Welcome to Live TV's exclusive live coverage of Liverpool against Sion in the Cup Winners' Cup second round.
It's the same team as what they played against Derby County with John Scales, Phil Babb, and we've got Dominic Matthew in the heart of the defence.
Mentions with a name like that?
Not by me, it won't anyway.
Anfield. And it's the straightforward header, and it required an excellent stop from David James. It looked for a moment as though Sion were going to take the lead. The header that came in was a strong one. Here ready to pick it up as well. It was short for Thomas. So Bjornovic hits the shot himself. Oh, it comes back off the chest of Lehman. And he wouldn't have 21 matches ago, last November, virtually a year, but here comes Sion now, and they might get the goal they have! And, well, Chassot was totally unmarked coming in, and Liverpool caught asunder, and there was the warning early on that they might get the goal, and here it is, and Chassot with a virtually Milton, who came across and they'll build again, and Bonvan will take them on, and Bonvan for the position for the shot. What a cracking goal! And unbelievably, it's Liverpool 0, Sion 2. We've only been playing 22 minutes, and that is one cracking goal from a striker.
Oh, it is from Liverpool's point of view. Look how far he's run with the ball with no pressure on him. They've backed off, and still Mathieu and Scales are not close enough to him to stop the shot coming in. I think they've backed off far too far, giving him that chance to have the shot. And as we mentioned before, shots
and seem to be monopolising, but inroads into the Liverpool defence, and the corner has to be conceded. But they were torn apart there. Matteo conceded the corner and was happy to do so. Plenty of height in the Sion side. If he scores from here, we really will know it's the Sion's not. I'll tell you what, Ray, that missed, I would think, by a fraction as it dipped over the bar.
Well, I think you could see from Joan.
It was just one of those, wasn't it? You thought when he hit it, well, there's no hope of this, and as it dipped and dipped, well, it could have been a now. Yes! Goal for Liverpool, Steve McManaman. That's what the doctor ordered. And McManaman, I think Alan Kennedy was saying before the game he fancied it for a goal. McManaman's got one. There's relief all around Anfield, and what a cracking European Cup Winners' Cup tie we've got now.
Well, McAteer is a superb crosser of the ball, and as McManaman pulled off his marker Canton there, just watch him pull off the back of Canton. Canton misjudges it in the wind again. Good first touch from McManaman there, and just drives it in that bottom corner. It's a super finish, but
possession again on the edge of that area. What a cup tie this is. McManaman again, and he curls it in, and Lehman clings on very gratefully.
It's good to see McManaman hit the target there. I mean,
they're on the rack now, and it's back in egg for McManaman. He could have had a hat-trick
at him, but he still had to have good reflexes. Here we see the cross coming in there, and McManaman getting in that advanced position, hits it straight at Lehman, and he manages to fist it away. But either side, the better it is for your national team.
This is Bjornovic, and it's through. Oh, he juggled with it on the line. And Stigan Bjornovic, who's got a couple of goals this season, one of them in Europe. In for Barnes, a little touch here. Berger, very shot. Oh, Fizzer. And that's a great save, no matter what you say about the fella. That's a wonderful save.
Oh, I can't take anything away from that. I mean, Berger.
Half-time whistle blown by the German referee. Well, Steve McManaman's goal came very timely moment for Liverpool because they were on the rack after early. Not made any substitutions at all. Fowler, Scales all in there. Scales, remember, who hit the angle in the first half. And Bjornovic will float it across. Oh, it's gone in! Stiging Bjornovic takes the salute. I fancy there's a huge deflection there.
Well, I have to say again, just watch the way the goalkeeper goes for this. That didn't hit anybody.
No, you're right, Ray, it didn't.
It didn't hit anybody, and it's just the way the keeper's gone for it. You wouldn't expect a Sunday League goalkeeper, and that's no disrespect to those, to go for a ball like that on a night like this. It's gone straight underneath his body. He's dived for it like he's diving off a springboard.
But here is the Free kick for Sion. Oh, and James didn't quite get there. And just gone wide again. But David James, look at that. Coming straight back again, and McManaman again. And he's had more attempts on goal tonight, I think, certainly anybody else in this side, than I've seen for several weeks.
Well, he has, but I think that's because he's been forced to play further forward, because...
Pushing the header down to Redknapp, but then picked up by Canton, and there's danger here. Chassot's banging in, and he's past the keeper, and Chassot scored another one. Wow, what an extraordinary game this is. And Frederic Chassot gives Sion the lead again in the game. 3-2 it is now. He took it so expertly. There was a lot for him to do here. James charging from the line, round him he goes, and he whips it in from the angle.
Well, obviously Chassot does Matteo for pace, and you just wonder, James was always struggling to get to it. Would he have been a little bit better just staying further back?
Redknapp. A feast of goals, and who's to say there won't be more? Oh, brilliant stuff. Berger. Oh, the back heel! It's a magnificent game! Barnes tucks it in, the little flick of the boot, and John Barnes, the maestro, has done it again for Liverpool.
Great play by Berger though, wasn't it? He's still a lot of work to do on that left-hand side. Turns Canton inside out, then picks out John Barnes, and John Barnes has still got work to do. But just watch when Berger threads this ball through into the box here. Lovely quick feet, and just a delicate flick of the back heel there from John Barnes. Great goal. What a game we've got here.
Fantastic, Ray. I mean, Chassot was still celebrating his goal. He'd restored the lead. Fans, they're singing, and quite right too. Now then, here's a shot for the Cruz, and it's poured away by David James out for the corner. Good strike there, Cruz.
Was a good size like that to have a free header.
Barnes pings it down the left touch line. Chassot's got 2, Bonvin's got 1, and that tells you something. All 3 goals from the 2 strikers. Oh, and now McManaman might be in. This might be the end of it. He could finish it. Fowler's in, and that's surely now for Liverpool. Robbie Fowler gets his goal. Horrible mistake at the back by Sion. McManaman away, and Fowler, well, he's not going to miss from there any time in his career.
Well, we said he'd get a chance, and he doesn't miss them when he does. But obviously Milton, a terrible mistake there. And to be fair, McManaman just took it a little bit too wide, but realised he couldn't get the shot in from that angle, knew where his mate Robbie was, and put a superb ball to him. I mean, just watch his first touch here, just takes it a little bit too wide. Now he's in a difficult position to shoot, but out the corner of his eye, sees his mate. Thank you, there you are, Robbie, mate, stick that in the net.
And it's now 6-4 on aggregate, of that I'm sure.
Well, I've given up now, I've left that totally to you now.
Yeah, but at least there's a bit of daylight, isn't there? There's a bit of daylight there, yes. 2 goals. And they're really in full cry. This is Berger, can he go all the way? Fowler's waiting in the middle again. Still Berger, rolls it back for McManaman. Into Fowler, he's onside, it's another one! Oh, this is fantastic, this is unbelievable. 2 in a minute for Robbie Fowler. Well, if you're not off your seats at home, I don't know what is going to make you leap for joy. They're very quiet on the bench. Robbie's got 2. And surely Liverpool are now in to the next round.
I would think on the bench there, they're just saying to each other, see how simple it is? We keep the ball, we pass it to each other as they do here. But McManaman just slips there, but again sees Robbie Fowler, knocks it through to him. And look at that, it's like a 5-a-side goal on the training ground for Robbie Fowler. You wouldn't think it was a goal that virtually guarantees Liverpool through to the quarter-finals.
Liverpool 5, Sion 3 with 20 minutes to play. It could end up at anything. It's a cricket score. Knocks it in for Fowler, who's on a hat-trick, don't forget. Berger's in the middle waiting. Here comes McManaman. Did he handle? No. And the referee eventually points for the goal kick. You sense not now, probably, and yet, who's to say, because away we go. And it's Fowler, and it's Berger, and is this Berger's goal? It is! He's got it! It's 6 for Liverpool. It's another for Patrick Berger, the darling of the cup. And, well, it's a long time since Liverpool got 6 on the European night. What a wonderful night for them.
It's that offside again. We said they'd get in against them, and they certainly did. There was 3 Liverpool players, in fact, that got through. Robbie Fowler left it to Berger on his favourite left side. Had a little bit of luck off the goalkeeper, but deserved it for the work for the way he's played this second half. But that situation was always going to happen because the Swiss side were playing such a dangerous offside game, and they were so disorganised in this second half. That situation was always going to be their downfall.
And the referee brings the party to a close. What a wonderful night it has been, though. Liverpool rampant in the second half, and Manaman got their only goal in the first half, after the shock of going 2 down. But then the goals flooded in the second half. Bjornaby, Barnes, a couple for Robbie Fowler, 1 for Patrick Berger, and that really was the icing on the cake, Ray Clements.
Well, it was.